besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay, and on this channel we cover all things beauty, but more than anything fragrance content. And today we are talking about the 7 virtues. Today we're going to be doing a house review of this brand. I really enjoy them a lot. I think that they have a really well-rounded selection of fragrances, different categories for whatever the occasion may be. And I have a lot of loves. I did add 2 fragrances to my collection last week for the sake of this video, so I hope you guys do enjoy, and don't forget to let me know in the comments down below your favorite 7 virtues fragrances. My first would have to be Cherry Ambition. This is a warm, sweet, sexy cherry scent. You can wear this for date nights. You can wear it to make a long-lasting impression, very confident boosting. You can also wear it for every day in the fall and winter as a sweet, comforting cherry staple. It's really, really pretty. Oh, I gotta put this one on skin. Yeah, it's sweet, tart, juicy. There's a fresh, bright kick to it. I think you do get like the juicy feel coming from the mandarin, but it doesn't smell super citrus forward to me. It's mainly just that juicy, sweet, syrupy but not medicinal cherry. Absolutely mouth-watering. I do get that pink pepper spice, there's saffron, there's also this really addictive powdery sweet layer coming from the marshmallow, and I'd never really seen those 2 notes together, but I love the way that they've done this. And then the more that it dries down, it does get a little more woody. You get that frankincense. It's so good. Definitely perfect for the fall and winter, like I said before, and one of the most easy to love cherry fragrances. And cherry can be a very fleeting note in perfumery, and for me, this lasts forever. It projects. I get compliments. So pretty. And I think that this one goes really good with the vanilla woods. We'll talk about that one next, but the notes of Cherry Ambition are top notes of cherry, pink pepper, marshmallow, and mandarin orange, mid notes of saffron, cherry blossom, osmanthus, and orris, and base notes of vanilla, frankincense, amber, gaiac wood, and musk. And so yeah, very fruity, very sweet, very sensual. You definitely do get more of that wood at the base, as well as that amber and vanilla. You really get, it's so pretty. And what I love about this one is the balance. It's not too syrupy, medicinal cherry. It's not too woody. It's not too spicy. It's not too powdery. It's not too anything. It's so beautiful, very well done. Next is Vanilla Woods, and this is a fan favorite. It's sweet, it's warm, inviting. I really enjoy that vanilla, caramel, and amber combination. It's so beautiful, and you get more of like, not the aquatic, juicy, sparkly pear that you find in something like God Is a Woman, fragrances like that. More than anything, you're getting this sweet, kind of like almost creamy pear, vanilla, caramel gourmand. It's really good. And if you've smelled YSL Black Opium, Le Perfume, then I think you would enjoy this one. The only difference to me is that you do get more caramel in this, and then also there's a slight smoky quality on the dry down that makes this one very interesting. So I personally do like this one, but between the two, I would go YSL Black Opium, but if I do want something slightly smoky, I'd pull for this one. The only reason the dent in this fragrance is not crazy is because this bottle is more new to me, and I have been working on my travel size. The top note is pear, the mid note is rose, which I get none of, and the base notes are vanilla, caramel, and amber. You really get that base. Next, we have Clementine Dream, the newest release. This is a bright, energetic, joyful fragrance. It puts a smile on my face. It's very upbeat, very positive, perfect for the spring and summer, and it smells so similar to the real thing. So in the opening, I quite literally feel like I just peeled a clementine. I get the zesty peel, I get the sweet juices. I will say, like, in the initial opening, it's very sharp, very zesty. It's a bit much for me, so I much prefer like a few seconds later. Kind of when the florals come in and making it more wearable, and then on the final dry down it becomes softer with that powdery vanilla. It's sweet, it's fruity. I really get a realistic clementine in this scent. It's so beautiful. And I would say I also get some fresh musk mixed in there. It's a more powdery, fresh take on a creamsicle, in my opinion. Very wearable. I would have loved if this was a little bit more creamy and even a hair more vanillic, but I think this is a gorgeous scent. My only complaint with it, as I've told you guys before, is that I do feel like this fragrance could be much more long lasting. Top notes of clementine and black currant, mid note of magnolia, and a base note of vanilla. And by the way, just an added touch to mention, on the back of the bottles there is additional information on each scent, which I think is a nice, you know, a nice bonus. And the packaging, it's very simple, but it looks really pretty in my collection. Next we have Amber Vanilla, and this is beautiful. It is a Your Skin But Better musky warm vanilla fragrance. There's a beautiful composition of notes here. You get a lot of Iso Super and Broxin. This one definitely has a warm amber to it, which is very comforting, very inviting. Like the vanilla in this scent, it's not super sweet, slightly, but more than anything, it's so fuzzy and inviting and yeah, just really familiar. I absolutely love this scent so much. If you've smelled Glossier you know, those put together, clean, fresh fragrances, think that, but sweeter and not as spicy. Definitely more feminine. You get the pink pepper spice in this one, but it is definitely more subtle, soft. Everything about this is so soft, so sheer, lightweight, warm, feminine, very inviting and familiar. So I really enjoy this fragrance. You can tell there's some florals adding that feminine flair, but for me, I can't really pinpoint what they are. But yeah, very beautiful fragrance. I love this one for every day, year round, super easy reach. Do not have to think about it. It's a very pleasant fragrance. This one has top note of pink pepper, mid notes of carnation and lily of the valley, and base notes of Iso Super and Broxin, vanilla, and musk. I love it. Next is Candied Lychee, and this is the feminine, pink smelling girly fragrance out of the bunch. This one opens up with a delicious, juicy citrus, pink berries, like pink sugared girly berries. I not only see lychee, but maybe like strawberry, raspberry. It's a little tart and juicy and fresh and sweet. And I do get the peony, but it's a sugared peony. It's a sugared pink floral fruity fragrance, really addictive. And then I do get this sugared amber on the dry down, as well as that vanilla. The jelly bean note in this does add a playful quality to the fragrance. In the air, it just gives off this sweet, girly, playful, feminine quality that I really do enjoy. So if you like girly, floral, fruity fragrances, I think you'd really enjoy this scent. It's sugary, it's powdery, it's pink, and yeah, it's very, very feminine. So I'm a big fan of this one, especially for brunch, for going out, for having fun, good vibes, good energies, having fun with your friends, that type of vibe. I also love it for an uplifting, feminine, everyday staple. Oh, it's really good. It kind of reminds me of Burberry Her, but just with the lychee. So girly. Next is Coconut Sun, and this is their summertime beachy option. This one is really beautiful, warm, solar. I love the combination of the vanilla, coconut, and frangipani. It's so pretty. And I also do get kind of like this salted lime running throughout, which gives it like a bright, happy facet. Really pretty fragrance. There is a freshness to it in the opening with the citrus, with that coconut water, but the more that this one dries down, it does become to me more floral. I get that warm, sweet combo of the frangipani and the vanilla. So pretty. And like I said before, it is a little marine with that salt note, but it's not astringent, it's not overpowering, it's very breezy. There's a breezy, fresh, warm feel to the fragrance that is absolutely stunning. And again, it's one of those beachy fragrances that doesn't just resemble straight sunscreen. I do really enjoy this one. I do find it pretty comforting. I love frangipani and my scents. This one is really pretty. And that one has top notes of coconut water and citruses, mid notes of frangipani, sea salt, Egyptian jasmine, and rose, and a base note of vanilla. Then I added these two fragrances to my collection for today's video, starting with Lotus Pear. This is a sparkly, shampooey, fruity floral fragrance. It's very inoffensive, very pretty, great for any occasion when you just want to smell very fresh and clean. I love the pear in this scent. It's that type of sweet, sparkly, aquatic pear, and it pairs beautifully with that lotus note. I also get a gardenia note, which is pretty strong in this fragrance as well, and this reminds me so much of Gorgeous Gardenia from Gucci, the floral line. I think that this is a pretty easy to wear fruity floral scent. I believe in Gorgeous Gardenia you have the pear blossom, which is that fruity floral airy note. This is so airy, so lightweight, very effervescent and uplifting, but I do wish that this one was much more long lasting, and also that after about an hour or two it was stronger in its projection. I don't mind the strength, to be honest, but I would just prefer more longevity. But this is something that I have been pulling for recently for before bed when I want to smell fresh, clean, and pretty. This one has top notes of pear and peach, mid notes of lotus, gardenia, jasmine, orange blossom, and rose. So yeah, very strong with the florals, especially the more that it dries down, and then base notes of geranium. Last but certainly not least, surprisingly, is Santal Vanille. And I say surprisingly because typically those really dry, spicy sandalwood fragrances I tend to run away from. I'm really not into that pencil shaving, almost pickle scent. I just am not a fan, and you do get some of that in here, but it is done in the most creamy, smooth, approachable way. I really love this take on that type of fragrance. It's warm, it's woody, it's spicy, super aromatic. I could absolutely see myself wearing this for a special occasion because it does smell so rich, so expensive, very niche. Yeah, I love cardamom. First off, I think it smells so beautiful in so many fragrances, and it works beautifully with that sandalwood. The more that this dries down though, I do get the creamy coconut with that vanilla. It's sweet but not too sweet. Dries down, I believe there's a note of cashmere, which is so smooth, warm, and fuzzy, and I really get that in here. I'm telling you, this is a smooth blend of a sandalwood fragrance. I really enjoy this, and it does get more powdery towards the dry down. I get that powdery, slightly sweet cacao, which cherry on top for me. This is not my favorite from the line, but I'm shocked at how much that I am liking this. Again, it is a very wearable, smooth, easy to love take on this type of sandalwood fragrance, at least in my opinion. Top notes are cardamom, coconut milk, myrrh oil, and Indian pepper. Lots of spice. Mid notes are vanilla, olibanum, and cedar, and base notes of Madagascar sandalwood, cashmere, and cacao. So beautiful. Could definitely see people calling this a masterpiece. Those were my thoughts on the 7 Virtues fragrances that I've tried. I would love to know your thoughts down below, your favorites, your least favorites, in-betweens. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!